Hey there, Bowtie Bunch. I've got some incredible news this morning. We did it! Because of you, this channel, our channel, is officially monetized. That live stream we did last Thursday, yeah, that's the one. It was a huge success, way beyond anything I ever expected. Y'all showed up in force, and I can't thank you enough. Every like, every comment, every watch hour, it all added up. You've turned this little Bowtie garden corner of YouTube into something bigger than I could have imagined. And today, we get to celebrate that together. So this Saturday, we're throwing a party. It's called Live Thank You Bowtie Bunch. We crossed the finish line together. We'll be going live at 9:15 a.m. Central Time, and this one's all about you. We have shout outs, laughter, and maybe even a few surprise guests like Jason from the Allotment of the Dead, if the stars and time zones align. Click the link at the end of this video or in the description below and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you've been with us since the Dorset Naga days, you know that when we say hot content, we mean it. That live stream may have melted my face, but this milestone right here, this feels better. Now don't skip out early because I've tucked a few punchlines in at the end of this story. You'll want to see them, trust me. So sit back and smile big and enjoy, because this is what happens when the Bowtie Bunch pulls together. Your garden doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Have a blessed day, and here we go. You ever have one of those friends who carries around a mug that says, "Be careful or you'll end up in my sermon"? Yeah, that's my preacher, Gary. And I thought, well, if we're doing that, I need one of my own. I figured it's only fair. Now, what you're about to see is Gary's side of a story that started right here on our channel, when Jason from Allotment of the Dead and I decided to do something profoundly unwise. We ate Dorset Naga peppers. Not a sauce, not a flake. The whole screaming hot pepper itself.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's got a lot of flavor.
This is the kind of people I go to church with, you know.
It all started out fine until it wasn't. Turns out the people who cheer you on at church are the same ones that tell you to eat both peppers. And they mean it. Now, I did survive. Mrs. Bowtie and I had a solid emergency plan. A gallon of milk, and a sleeve of crackers, and some light soul-searching. But apparently that little adventure made its way to Sunday morning. Because the very next Sunday during adult Bible class, Gary decided to preach the recap. And I've got to admit, it's pretty good. He's got the Scoville, the commentary, and just the right balance of pity and I told you so. So before we roll his version of events, here's a real quick reminder of what got us here.
David is going to be suffering for most of the night, which is hilarious.
I said the back of my throat is like somebody's put a really red hot poker in the back of it. And sweating. Ooh, I turned into a lady then. Sweating. And
so grab your coffee or your milk if you're braver than me and enjoy the view from the pulpit side. This is what happened.
This past week, well, our good friend David Bailey over here has a YouTube channel and he does different things on it, and he was going to have a pepper eating contest with a friend of his who lives in England, and invited a lot of us to join in. Some of you might have done that. I know Vaughn was a participant, Sherry Chamberlain was, myself, Sam, you were on there, Bernard was on there, and so we watched. Now, if you know anything about peppers, I don't get anything hotter than an jalapeno, and even those can sometimes scorch me. But there's this thing called a Scoville scale that is dealing with the hotness of a pepper. And you can look these up, you don't have to right now, but you can Google it and see, and they'll have different graphs on there that show how hot peppers get. Seems like 2 to 3 years, a newer, hotter pepper comes out. Now, like I said, I enjoy jalapenos. My mother-in-law grows jalapenos for me, and they are really, really good. And some of them start out and they're not too bad, and then you get more into it, all of a sudden your head is sweating. And so on the Scoville scale, an jalapeno is 3,000 to 8,000. jalapeno. Sometimes I'll have the 3,000 and sometimes I'll get an 8,000. But you have that. So David is on this thing on this YouTube, and we're all watching it. And they're going to eat a pepper, kind of a contest. This pepper is called a Dorset Naga. So just to let you know, there is the hotness scale. 3,000 to 8,000 for jalapeno, 1.3 million to 1.6 million.
Sounds fatal.
Yes, it would be to the average guy or gal, but not to David. So David eats the first one. Huh, that's good. I say the first one because I thought it was just going to be one, and he's doing okay. David said, I'm all that. He reaches in there. No, you can watch it yourself. He reaches in and says, I can do another one. And he eats it. 2 of those. Well, then things start happening as they say, those peppers come awake and they say, hey, now we're going to kill you.
Is that a picture of a human melting?
Yes. Now, people can go online and watch this, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you ever want to watch it, you can go online. They talk about peppers. You know, there's some stuff leading up to it. His beautiful wife, Jennifer, is there, and she's laughing her tail off. I'm thinking about calling 911. As it was interesting, as you could tell once it hit him, how hot it was. You know, have you ever hurt yourself, like a finger or something, and before the pain gets to your mind, it says, hey, I'm hurt. You're like, ooh, that's going to hurt. And all of a sudden, you know, that's the way it was with the peppers with him. So he ate 2. I'm big and bad. Anyhow, watch it yourself, and you will see what he did. If you want to watch that, just get with David. He can give you the address for that. Yes, ma'am.
May I make a comment real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so remember, this is between him and a gentleman in England. Now, the gentleman in England does this all the time, and he is very calm, very composed, and didn't faze him in the least. He had his little Guinness right there. David's screaming like a little girl, which is why it is such good viewing. You have your reserved British folk over here that is taking it in stride, and then you have David.
David was
Hence
drinking
my laughter.
milk. He was drinking milk, and the British guy was very composed. After David ate the second one, the British guy's like, okay. So he went and ate the second one. It's like it didn't even bother. He kept talking. David was at a loss for words. It's like, you know, I want to start giving him one before our Bible class. It was pretty good, but